people, I am back. This is where you get your big preview. Of course, there's other channels, but whilst I'm back, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Well done, people. This is it.
What was that it? We waited 3 weeks for you to come back and do that.
Yeah, man. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas.
Just the worst intro I've ever heard.
Even they found that one funny. Right, listen. Obviously, I'm here to do a preview of Arsenal vs Crystal Palace, Tuesday night, 8 PM kickoff. The quarterfinals of the EFL Cup. Quarterfinals. I should have known that when I was in the research. I said, oh my God, we're in the quarters. Win this, we play Chelsea. Lee,
in a semi. Well done.
Let's get your thoughts and feelings before we get into around the information around the game and who's going to be available and whatnot. I'll get into that. Obviously, you're going to be doing a Pricked 11, but let me know your thoughts and feelings. You were at Everton. I was going to say Goodison Park then, but you was at the Hill Dickinson. How are you feeling for this game Tuesday night? Confident?
Yeah, listen. Cup competitions, I think, are a different mentality for us. Like, you know, it's you've got penalties and things like that. You know, like once if a draw at the end of the game, at least you've got penalties to get yourself through. In a league game, you drop points. That's it. End of line. You know, so there's a little bit of different pressure on it, and I feel that for me, I go to these cup games, particularly the ones in Europe, feeling a little bit more relaxed than I do in the league games. I don't know if the players feel
that. But the players shouldn't feel. I want to challenge you a little bit on that. You don't want the players to feel that, because recently Wolves, it felt like it was a bit relaxed. Everton, I wouldn't say we was relaxed, but it never felt like we were like at it. So you don't want that in the cup. We want to go through in this one.
Yeah, you don't want the players feeling that, but the fans probably feel like that because we haven't got no influence in it, have we? What you know, like a player can go out there and do his stuff and all that, like, you know. But we've just got to hope that they perform, you know. So it's a little bit of a different mentality for us. But listen, I think that, you know, league games, there's pressure on every game.
Yeah.
You know, Arsenal got to win a trophy. This for me is a big game. I think like,
it's a winnable trophy as well, right?
Yeah, if Arsenal win this game, win this competition, I think it will give us a little bit more confidence going into the title and other competitions. Get a trophy under your belt. Yeah. All of a sudden you can get used to winning. So I do think it's very, very important. I think we've neglected that sort of side of the mentality of us over the last few years.
Yeah, and obviously there's a lot of pressure on. Not a lot of pressure on Mikel Arteta, but there's always the naysayers that say, oh, he has to win the trophy, Get this one done early, and it should give you the momentum to continue to get more trophies. Laurie, your thoughts and feelings around the game. How are you feeling for this one? Because I know what you're going to say. We haven't won this. No, because you always say we haven't won this trophy since 1993, which is...
Facts. Was he born? Was you alive then, Tom?
So here's the stat. Not one of our players in this current 11 or current squad were alive when we last won this trophy. Not one.
Wow.
Think that through.
There you go.
Do you know anyone have a quick quiz? Who's the oldest player right now at Arsenal? It's tough. I found this out as well. It's not someone you would.
That is another good question.
He's got to be up there.
Norgard.
Oh, hey, how are you letting him? How are you letting him beat you?
Let me finish, didn't he? Like, I was about to go like.
Shame, man. Christian Norgard, 31 years old, by the way. He wasn't alive, obviously, when we won the because he would have been 30. Yeah, he's 31 now. It'd been 1994 he was born. So yeah, mad.
I'm quite proud of myself. I've actually defeated Lee on the question because he's really good at it.
He's very good at that. Anyway, let me get your thoughts and feelings. But yeah, nice.
But you know, in earlier, I heard you ask Lee a very interesting question about this game compared to some of the other games. And somebody actually put a really good hypothetical question to me last week. They said, Laurie, if you want to win both games, Everton and Palace, but God forbid, if you could only choose one out of the two, which one would you prefer to win? And I said, Palace all day long, because we could afford to, we could afford to lose to Everton and still go on and win the league. But if you lose to Palace and you're out of the cup, to me, that is a big.
That's a great point.
It's tough. You make a strong point. I want a trophy. I want this trophy as well. So.
Listen, man, I want this trophy.
I'm a greedy so-and-so, particularly at Christmas. I have two lots of dinners. I want win.
No, obviously we want to win both.
Yeah.
But the person said to me, if you could only choose one.
Why do people say that? Like?
Yeah, no, it's annoying.
You can only choose. It's like, you've got two pigs and blanket. You can only choose one. You're going to have both. You're going to have both.
I have two dinners all the time.
When the guy asked me, I tried to squirrel out of it. He said, "No, you got to go for one." And I thought, you know what, Palace, man, we got to win this game.
I think it's massive.
It is a big game. And listen, before we carry on with our preview, Marty caught up my good friend Rich from Eagle Eyed Football, and he's a Crystal Palace fan. Let's hear what he had to say around the game.
It's been a while since we spoke. The last game at the Emirates, unfortunately for you guys, we nicked it 1-0 with your old boy Eberici.
I did say that was going to happen.
You did, didn't you? And we got the points, but obviously Carabao Cup, and we are going into this tie. You guys coming off of back of a 4-1 beating at Ellen Road. Talk to me, Rich. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's just been a difficult period as of late. We started off the month actually pretty all right, and then Ismail Assar gets injured, Daniel Munez gets injured, Sarr comes back, and now he's gone back to AFCON. So we're just distracted all over the place. In saying that, I mean, the 4-1 defeat is inexcusable, and that's not to take away from Leeds. They fully deserved it. It could have been 8. We were terrible, and we actually rested 11 players for that Leeds game. We might as well have just gone full strength against Coops in the Conference League, because we didn't win either game. So, yeah. Tough time at the minute.
Yeah, I saw that game against Leeds, and do you know what? Palace are usually really well organised, and you just seem to be so unorganised on Saturday night. I couldn't watch the whole game side by side because we were playing at the same time. But you guys just look really disjointed out in place. What do you think that's down to?
I mean, there's a lot saying there's like mental fatigue and maybe even physical fatigue, which it can be an excuse, but I don't really want to use it as an excuse because it will take away from what Leeds did. Leeds were just in our faces from minute one, lots of pressure, and we just couldn't defend set pieces. All their goals were set pieces. I think 3 of them from long throws, and a free kick at the end. So we've just got to look at ourselves, and how bad we were as opposed to, making excuses out here.
So you played Thursday night at 8 o'clock, Saturday night at 8 o'clock, now Tuesday night at 8 o'clock at the Emirates. Look, there's some serious fixture pile up. I mean, talk to me how you feel about this.
It is bad. It's bad for player welfare. I know a lot of other fans are saying, well, look, you deserve it. You're in Europe now. Yeah, I understand that. But I think it was a problem anyway, even if we weren't in Europe. I think there's just too much football. I know across the continent, you get European breaks. I think they need to somehow implement that. Players just need a break. Players' bodies are breaking down. The speed of the game's a lot quicker, and it's having an impact. On our side, we could have done a bit better in our summer transfer window, maybe to alleviate the amount of players having to play many games. But yeah, general player welfare, I think, is not looked upon in a good light.
So run me through your starting 11, Rich, and
this is difficult.
Who you expect?
It's difficult because I don't know. I don't know how we'll... I mean, all right, the back 5 may be itself. So I think we'll go Dean Henderson, Nathaniel Klein, but can he play 2 games in a row? I don't know. So if it's not Nathaniel Klein, it might be Justin Lavenny at right wing back. So we'll have potentially JD Canvo will come in for Chris Richards, and then Matsens Lacroix and Mark Gahey. Left wing back, Tyreek Mitchell again. In centre midfield, I think we'll go Lerma and Wharton. And the front 3, we don't really have much choice unless he drops Mateta. So we're looking at Pino and Nketiah. I think he'll start Mateta, but there's a good chance Uche might start.
Because Mateta's been playing around 60 minutes most games, and then he's been subbing them. What down to workload?
There's also an alleged rumour that he might have a knee problem.
Okay.
So I think we're trying to manage that as well. I think there is a worry that he might actually need surgery. So in my personal opinion, I would say, listen, give him the surgery now. Let Uche play up front, and we just miss him for the next 2 months. I did. Daichi Kamada is out for 10 weeks. Munoz is out until mid to end Jan. There's a lot of injuries.
Wow. So you're really struggling with your squad at the moment, struggling with injuries, and finding it hard to sort of fill the gaps where you need to, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's not just filling the gaps; it's filling the gaps with quality. Our right hand side's literally being stripped apart with no Munoz and no Sarr. With
January transfer window coming up, can you see yourself stepping into that?
We've got no choice but to. And if we want to keep Glasgow, we're going to have to. There's already been early rumours regarding Brennan Johnson from Tottenham and Sacha Boey from Bayern Munich. So that will be 2. I think we need about 3. 3 should do it. 3 should do it. And then we get our players back from injury. And that will lead us into good stead to the end of the season.
Fantastic. So how do you see Tuesday night going?
Well, I'll be there at the Emirates. I'll be there for
You're going to be there, Rich,
I'll
yeah?
be there. We'll be there. Yeah.
Good stuff. Come and find me afterwards.
Yeah, we'll look to. But yeah, we're just there to enjoy the day. If we get anything out of this, especially the fact that this guy Jesus, yeah, he decides to not play all season, and he sees Palace on the fixture list, and decides I'm going to resurrect myself again.
Jesus has come to save Christmas, man.
Literally, oh my gosh, he's going to score another hat trick, isn't he?
Yeah, do you know what? And I've been saying this, but the thing is with him, for me, is you can only really sort of, we've started easing him back into the game. He got 30 minutes the other night, 20 minutes before that, 20 minutes before that, and that's kind of what I want to see from him, because he's just come back from a double ACL, serious injury, and but listen, he's a dangerous player and he can hurt teams. So speaking of that, what are your score predictions for Tuesday night?
If you go full strength, I won't be surprised if it's like 3-0.
Really?
Yeah, if you rotate, maybe a 2-1 to Arsenal.
So you're literally you put yourselves down as having absolutely zero chance in this game.
Yeah, zero.
Is this a situation where you kind of probably maybe want? I know this might sound really bad, but want yourself out of this cup, this competition. You've got European football and you've got the Premier League to focus on as well.
Yeah. I mean, I guess player welfare, yes, but at the same time, knowing that we've got Chelsea, the winners of Chelsea,
Yeah.
of the other teams that were in the competition, Chelsea would have been a better team stylistically for us. So there is a weird feeling that if we somehow get through you, we could actually make this final. You know, and
Yeah.
listen, if you make the semi-final, you're going to want to go off and win it. So
Of course you will.
we'll give it our best shot. We would want to give it our best shot in all competitions. That's what Glasner's like. He doesn't like to throw away sort of games. And yeah, we'll just see what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah, but then potentially you have got to be sensible about, game management. That'd be like a couple of games against Chelsea. They're going to be tough games. And then, obviously when you're into that, then the final's all up for grabs.
Yeah.
Listen, Rich, you've been an absolute superstar. Thanks for coming on.
No
Back
problem.
over to you, Cecil.
Well, thank you to Rich. Obviously, you've given us some information there around Crystal Palace. Big game. We mentioned it before we cut to him. Massive, massive game. Mateta, obviously, he's been their kind of star man up front. Yes, the boom and all that stuff. I'm getting old, Flipping out on my knee.
You're in your 30s now.
Mateta, but he's actually, they're saying that he won't be available for this game because of a knee injury. He's nursed a knee injury. Also, we looked at, obviously, Edin Ketter, ex-Arsenal, but they're saying he might not be available as well because they've had some other players. Well, he'll be available, but they've had other players on form up front that they're probably going to turn to. Arsenal, being at home, haven't lost all season at home, by the way, which is an incredible stat. We've won 9 in the...
Incredible, that's how it should be. You're a top team, you don't lose at home. End of. Carry on.
Can't find it difficult to argue with that.
That's so, to be fair. Yeah, we've had some tough opposition. Obviously, we won 9 on the bounce at home. Is this a game where you just think Arsenal should roll in, even with the changes? Because I'm expecting them to make changes this game. Palace have had 3 games in a week. They're going to have a rotated side. Are you just saying this should be a comfortable win?
No game should be comfortable because your quarterfinals of the cup, it's going to be tough, and Arsenal will make changes as well, making it a little bit difficult. I don't expect an easy, comfortable ride. I expect it to be tough, but I still expect Arsenal to come through, like I do every time they play at home. It's different away from home, but at home, for me, there's a different expectation.
Did we struggle against them when they last come in? Obviously, as they got that 1-0, he got the winner.
Listen, when they come here that time, I think they was unbeaten in 18 games. They was on a run
as well, yeah.
And we actually ended that run for them, So listen,
that's a good point.
South London finest, aren't they? What I mean, like down there, they're a big team, in South London. Listen, South versus North. I got a lot of time for Crystal Palace. They give us Ian Wright for a start, what I mean,
fair.
and
Eze,
and Eze now, And listen, we've done them some favours over the years as well, Listen, this is a big game. They're going to come here. They're going to make it very, very difficult for us.
Yeah.
And I think they've got a fantastic away record themselves up until the last few games. They're obviously tired a little bit where they're playing lots of games. But listen, opportunity at home. When that draw was made, I didn't care who we got as long as we was at home. And that's how we look at it. So it's advantage us. Got to take that advantage.
Not concerned about from the Wolves game though, that last home game, or do you think that was just a blip? Because then I looked at it and thought, it was a really bad performance from us. We got the job done. As long as it doesn't spill into Everton, we won at Everton as well. So hopefully, would you say that was just a blip and we come back here at home under the lights and that was just, we'll forget about that?
I've said it earlier on. Let's not sugarcoat things at this moment in time. Arsenal are not playing well, and if they carry on playing at the performance levels that we are, we're going to get found out. So we've got to improve at some time. But when you're not playing well and you're still winning, there's still something to take out of that. But we've got to start performing well. What an opportunity. Make a few changes. And these players coming in, look, Eze, Martinelli, players like that, they can sit there and go, well, do you know what? I weren't playing against Wolves. I weren't playing against Everton and all that. This is my turn now to show that I'm in form and I want to be in this team. So there's that element in it as well at this moment in time.
Yeah, it's a great point, Lloyd. You must admit, like, these cup games are opportunities for players. I think, to be fair, a lot of times those players have had opportunities. The ones on the fringe haven't really shown up. This is a big chance to make a claim for themselves. And I know you're going to do a Predicts 11 video, but for you, Laurie, players like Eze, even, I don't know if Gyökeres is going to. Well, it might probably be Jesus going to start, but he might want to make a claim and say, "Listen, remember me? I should be the number 9 here. I know you spent a load of money on Victor Gyökeres, but I should be the number 9." Is it a good chance for these players to really make a claim?
And the game is important for so many things, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
First and foremost, though, we have to win. I mean, this competition that we keep saying it, we've not done that well in over the years. It's about time we put that right. First major domestic trophy of the season to contest. And everything that the judge says, I agree. I mean, you should never argue with a judge, should you?
No.
So, but yeah, I mean, listen, I'm looking forward to this game for a number of reasons. I mean, the stadium's going to be packed.
Yeah.
Palace will bring a lot of fans. They'll have an increased allocation. It's the last game before Christmas. We've got to win, man.
Atmosphere will be good. I mean, it's close to Christmas. It's a Tuesday 8 p.m. kickoff.
Listen, when you turn up, if you've made the effort to turn up, enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's going to be lots of Arsenal fans that probably haven't got that opportunity as much as what we do to go. So enjoy it and all that. And listen. Yeah, I think that they will be up for it, the fans are. And rightly so. It's a quarter-final of the cup, and. I can't emphasise, Arsenal haven't won this trophy for so many years, haven't won the title. You can't keep throwing away opportunities to win trophies.
True, that is it.
We have not earned the right to look down our nose.
No,
at the Carabao.
that I massively agree with, because a lot of fans do that.
Yeah,
a lot of fans say,
yeah.
"Oh, it's not a major," and I don't care. It
is a major
Premier League or the Champions League. But you're right. Why are we? We haven't won. Listen, FA Cup was 5 years ago now, but look at
the teams still left in the competition. There's us. It's Chelsea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? City. Newcastle's doing it. You know what I mean? So
I don't know about anybody else. As a fan, I want to go back to Wembley. I didn't go to the last final because it was like through COVID, right?
It's a community
so
shield
I want to go. I
I
still want to go to a final.
Yeah.
Now, if I want to do it, I'm damn sure the players want to go there as well. You don't get that many opportunities to play at Wembley in a cup final. So you've got an opportunity, quarter-finals at home. Yeah. 2 legs against Chelsea.
London derby.
London derby. You ain't going to go outside of London now to win it. Come on.
Yeah.
Opportunity knocks.
Anyone looking past Palace a little bit, looking at Chelsea?
No, not at all.
You just focus on
looking past. I mean, Palace, they've had injuries. They've had a lot of games recently. They're not in the best of form.
Yep.
So obviously we're favourites. But that being said, we can't afford to be complacent.
No.
Like the judge says, it's a cup competition that we need to win. We need to have that winning mentality when it comes to competition to say, right, we're going out there, we're going to win it.
I agree. And the other thing is, I'll be honest, I didn't really look at the draw, because we're not in the draw yet. I know, you've got Chelsea and stuff, but we're not in the semi-final yet.
We're not.
So you've got to look at it and all that. And that, Laurie makes a great point there, mentality, want to win things. Do these players really want to win things? And I look at the mentality of the old teams like Mourinho, couldn't stand him, but you could not knock his attitude for winning trophies. You know what I mean? Made the players hungry for more success, and that's what you got to do.
I reckon if we win the Carabao Cup, and I'm projecting, I reckon if we win the Carabao Cup, when is that decided? What,
March? Beginning of March.
The boost that will get, I reckon that will give us another 10% boost at least.
Oh, yeah, Gunners.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah, no, I agree.
100%.
I agree. Momentum is
I mean?
key. You want to get that taste of success, and I want to see the players really want. Like you just said, we want to see the mentality. We want to see you want this trophy. They shouldn't turn their nose up. We shouldn't as fans, in my opinion, but nor should the players. Let me read through just quickly the fitness for players of today, of the time of recording, that I know of, as we'll give you a little bit of help for the Predicts 11 as well. In terms of Arsenal fitness, no worries. In terms of Arsenal fitness, Max Dowman does remain injured, by the way, because I know you might want to see a lot of fans want to see it, but his ankle injury. Just giving you a little update. Gabriel Magalhaes thigh injury, Kai Havertz knee injury, Christian Mosquera obviously ankle, and Ben White hamstring for the time being. So obviously clearly they're going to be out for this game. And then Palace, obviously they're suffering with players. Ismail Assar is obviously out, a quality player. Obviously he's a quality player.
Yeah.
African Cup of Nations, and Daniel Munez as well. So yeah, he's obviously out as well. I think they're the main players that we've got a worry concern for Crystal Palace. And like I mentioned before, Mateta is nursing a knee injury, so I don't know if he's going to start as well. That is it for the injuries. That's it for the fitness. Boys, we're coming to the end of the preview. It's now time for your score predictions.
I'm gonna say it's going to be a tough game. 2-1 to the Arsenal.
2-1. So we can see. All right, concede, yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I think when you're changing a back four around, I don't know who's going to play it right back at the moment. You can watch my predicted 11 to see who I put in there. But it's difficult to say because I don't really want Timber playing this game. So quickly after Saturday, So I'm looking at it and thinking maybe there'll be a few changes at the back. There is a little rumour that Gabriel could be back. So
there's a rumour he could be in a squad.
So
I don't know if he'll start, but he could be.
Well, there's a chance.
Yeah.
So listen, when you're changing around the defence, there's always a chance that you might concede.
Laurie, score prediction.
Just on the changes, listen, we're all expected to see some changes, but I hope they're not wholesale. I don't want to see 5-6 changes. I want to see us take the game seriously.
Squad is a good squad, though,
No,
yeah. Even if we do make wholesale
listen,
changes, we should be able to get the job done.
Listen, I want to see us play a strong side. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for players coming off the bench and playing their part, but I don't want to see a team with radical changes. That if we don't perform well, people will say, we didn't take it serious enough for it away. No, I want to see the manager play a strong team, and if he does that, I see us beating Palace. 2-0?
2-0.
Like I'm going 2-0. As long as I see a strong team.
I went 1-0 against Everton and we got 1-0. I feel like this could be similar. I mean, 1-0 Jesus to score. I think I'm gonna stick with that.
I'd like to see Gyökeres start. I mean, I don't want to preempt what you guys are doing on the starting 11. Gyökeres got a goal on Saturday. He's still trying to find his feet.
Oh, I'm with you on that, Laurie.
Oh,
yeah, man. We need. Listen, bro.
He's had a few games out. He needs more games.
He needs
I'm playing Gyökeres on Tuesday. Yeah.
There's more. It's a busy schedule. We could play the next.
I'm playing Gyökeres on Tuesday.
All right. Don't get angry with me.
I told you already. Don't argue with the judge.
Yeah, that's
He's called the judge for a reason.
And on that note, we'll leave it there. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Give us your score predictions. A big thank you to Marty and of course Rich from Eagle Eye Football as well for getting involved in this preview. Thank you to Laurie. Thank you to Lee. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I'll see you again soon. Take care.